Hello everyone, Brian here again. Today at work, an unexpected package was dropped off. I knew this package was coming today, I just didn't think it was going to be coming by my work. I guess that Gerber thought I waited long enough, so without further adu, let me introduce to you my replacement, Gerber LMF 2. So, there it is. Brand new, never been used, got to start all over again, putting the nicks and scratches that I put in the original one. And like with all Gerber knives and their sheaths, it's going to take a little while to break them all in. So let's get into it. To begin with, if you've never owned an LMF2 or you know absolutely nothing about these, when you put the blade in, it's going to take a little. It takes a little bit of oomph to put it back into the sheath, and it's going to take a little more oomph to pull it back out. With time, that breaks in. If you don't understand that, you shouldn't be using one. Here's the straps. The straps, again, the same thing. They need to stretch out. They need time to be, should I say, I guess, molded around or stretched around the handle. But they do is just pop off. Thank goodness I'm not using Velcro. God, I hate Velcro. But just to give you an idea on how hard it is to pull this out in the beginning. Trust me, guys, that will get easier over time. I'll talk about the blade in a moment. So what we have here is a fire retardant nylon and rubber and plastic sheath. Really nice. And what's really nice about this is it comes with its own sharpener. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that right now. To get to the sharpener, obviously you undo the first top straps here. And instead of pulling, say, this way, like you remember on some other models, it actually goes up. So once the straps are done there, you got one more right here. Undo that strap. Then you could stop there, or you can go ahead and just take it out of this little bit of a weave, I guess you want to call it, whatever it's called. I always remember this not being as easy as it looks sometimes. Okay, there's the nylon sheath. Real quick, before I forget this a lot, sorry. There's multiple ways to carry it. One on your belt. You could also put it through on your leg strapping here. You can see that there is Velcro right there for the leg straps that I got elsewhere at the moment. There, and then you got, oh, you have to take my word for it, but there's Velcro on there. Oh, yeah, you can see it slightly. There's Velcro on there too. You can also stick it onto your MOLLE compatible setup, whether it's a backpack, vest, or jacket. Fun. Alright, here's the rubber part of the sheath. It's got a replaceable knife sharpener, and so that's a nice little add-on. Something that they didn't do with the Bear Grylls Ultimate Pro knife was really make that replaceable. Alright. Focusing on there. So basically, to get this sharpened, actually, I've got to do it this way. To get it sharpened, you put your blade in, right here, drop down on the carbide, and pull back. And it sharpens it quite nicely. So, that's the sheath. Here's the blade. Probably made in Portland, Oregon. One little quick factor here. You can see when this blade was actually made. It was made on August 2013, third generation. The 08 stands for August. The 13 is the year. Well, the 08 is the month. The 013 is the year. And then the C is what generation it is. So that's the third generation if you go by the alphabet. The LMF2 only comes in one real major design. It comes with half serrations, half fine edge. It's made of 420 stainless steel, or high carbon stainless steel. Its overall length is 10.59 inches in length. Try to keep that let me see if I could, no, there we go. That's the best I could do with this. Sorry, guys. The blade length is 4.84 inches. The weight is a whopping 24.28 ounces. Now, that's with the sheath, and without the sheath, it still comes at a whopping 11.67 ounces. The blade, as you can tell, it's a drop point. And the handle is a glass-filled nylon with, they call it a TBV overmold. If you ask me, it just feels like plastic. So, I'm not one of the guys that goes in for the technicalities of these things. Window smasher, hammer, and place to go ahead and lash, paracord to, so you can make it into a spear. Now, what's the main difference between this and its younger and its smaller brother? Well, let me show you. Just happen to have a smaller brother right here. I'm going to line it up if I can. Show you the size difference. Okay. So there you have it. The Gerber Prodigy versus the LMF2. You see the Prodigy is considerably smaller. They both have window smashers, or glass smashers I should say. They are both half serrated, except that and they're pretty much the same blade, except that the Prodigy doesn't have lashing points, and it is it is considerably lighter. If you remember in an older video, I said the Prodigy is more of a combative blade, whereas the LMF2 is more of a survival blade. This, I could wrap my whole hand around it, no problem. It doesn't really matter. It feels great in my hand. This, I have a little harder time wrapping my hand around it. I got to remember to put my fingers right in there's a divot right in there. I don't know if you can see right there. There we go. There's a divot right there. So, but at any rate, it's a fighting knife, it's a survival knife, it's whatever you want it to be at that time of use, of whatever you're going to need it for. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. I haven't used it yet, obviously. I just got it. This is its first video. I do plan to use it, and I do plan to nick it, scratch it, mess it up all over the place, and resharpen it. So, until then, this is Brian signing off for now, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.